The investigation of YDC looked into physical and sexual abuse, child endangerment during the period of 1990 to 2000. The affidavits contain details of the staff allegedly working in concert to physically and sexually assault those housed at YDC, and then denying the allegations when asked by the task force. Staff member Tom Searles telling the task force, "We were supposed to be role models, and I find it hard to believe that anyone would have sexually abused any of the kids." Searles would eventually be arrested and charged with rape. Several of the people interviewed by the task force were supplied by Russ Riley, who won the civil suit against the state for David Meehan. One alleged victim was admitted to YDC when he was 14, describing being raped by a man as two others held him down. That interview resulted in an arrest warrant for Bradley Asbury on a charge of accomplice to aggravated felonious sexual assault. Another person to speak with the task force was a girl who was admitted to YDC when she was 14 or 15. She describes being forced to perform oral sex on one of the staff members and has recollections of being raped as well. As a result of her conversations, Jeffrey Buskey was charged with aggravated felonious sexual assault. David Meehan, who the jury found was abused while in state custody, also spoke with the task force and described many of the events that he recounted in the civil trial. The affidavits also include information that led to charges against 3 other people. The release of the affidavits was opposed by both the prosecution and defense. The prosecution concerned about it compromising their case. The defense worried their clients would be tried in the court of public opinion. But the judge ruled there was no compelling reason to keep those documents from the public. Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.